Hello. So this is a flamingo. It's really any bird you call it. This uses a black, a scrap of black, a pink, and then two pinks for the body. You can make a variety of different heads with it. I will make, I'm going to try something different with this video. I'm going to make a series of heads, and in the description below it'll tell you exactly, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever minutes. Fast forward to that section and it'll show you how to make this as kind of a goose right here, if that's what you want to call it, as a goose. This is, I'm not sure what kind of animal. It's a bird, again, right there. And I've got one more or two more heads here, I guess. This is more the cartoon type, whatever bird you call it. I used pink because I was kind of starting with a flamingo. Of course, use white and you've got a swan. I guess any color you want. This is a slightly different eye way that I've seen Holly from Twisted Sister do it. So I'm going to show this one, and then I'm going to show this head right here. I prefer this one, but just in case for the two people that might not have seen how Holly puts her eyes on, I will also show that. If I can find her video to link to how she does the eyes, I will also post that in the description at the bottom here. So I'm going to grab my balloons, and we're going to start with this is a fuchsia. Blowing that up. Now we don't need a lot of the, we need most of the balloon, but we don't need all of it. I have that much right there. And we are going to start with what I will call Holly's head right there. And so I've got the fuchsia. Then I will grab a black balloon, excuse me for reaching behind my apron. And we've got that much right there. If you're very economical, frugal, you can probably make two beaks out of one balloon. So if you want, you go right ahead, and if you don't, then don't. So with this one here, I hope that you'll see the difference. That I started with two pinch twists for the black, and this one I used two pinch twists at the front for the beak there in pink. Whichever one you want to do. I like to put the pinch twist there because then, and I like two because then you can adjust the beak upwards if you want, like there, or if you want to push it down, then you push it down. That's up to you, totally your choice. So I am going to use the black because that's what I'm going to do. You want to use pink, go right ahead. So we're going to do, that's a little bit big. We don't need a really big pinch twist here. We've got two, those are about 2 fingers. Twist them around, and then we roll the black over top of the pinch twist. I'm doing that slowly because some people say I go too fast. So right there, there's our 2 pinch twists. Then you can either do the top of the beak or the bottom of the beak, whichever you prefer to do. Myself, I like to do the bottom of the beak because sometimes if I do the top of the beak, then when I do the bottom, then it seems to stretch out the bottom, and it doesn't give it a very good beak look. So that's what I do. If you're better than me, and I'm sure you are, then do whichever you want. So we're going to do about 3 fingers right there. And then I decide, well, I want the beak, let's say, about there. So that's what I'm going to do. Wrap that around. And that's the beak. We're going to leave this on right now because as I think I said, we'll do Holly's eyes first, then we'll do the ones that I prefer. All right. Now we're going to do the head. And once again, I like 2 pinch twists at the back of the head. That allows me to manipulate where the head is located a bit better. So I've done, we'll say the bottom of the head. Once again, the bottom of the head again. And the two pinch twists here. Let's grab this one here so you can kind of see right. And move that out of the way. So that's currently where we are. We've got these two, and we have our 2 pinch twists. We're going to wrap this pink one in around the beak. Now, if I remember correctly, and hopefully I am getting this right, Holly keeps the balloons attached here, so she squeezes, and then squeezes again. And better make sure those are the same size, the eyes that is, because that is what we have just made. Okay. and lays the eyes on top of the head right there, and takes the pink, and goes all the way over. So when I do this myself, I find I like to squeeze all the way around, put our twist in our pink, and then wrap around the double pinch twist a few times. Let's get rid of this right here. Don't need it, but I'm going to use it. So I'll just put a bit more air in it. There, that'll do. I'll use that for the other head in a moment. And we just adjust everything right there. Manipulate our eyes so they're kind of, equal. Bring your beak down if that's what you want, right there. Okay. And then, of course, eventually we will put that onto the two balloons here, which is the body of the whatever bird you're calling. So there is one head right there. I am now going to make, where's my other head? Oh, it's on the bird. Okay, so this is the other head I'm going to make right now, and we will keep it consistent. We will grab another pink one. And we've blown it up about that much. So to keep it exactly like this one here, even though normally I use the black right there, we're going to put double pinch twist, and we'll put the two bubbles underneath. Okay? You can do this, of course, in any way you want to do it, as in like beak then head, or head then beak. That will be the front of the beak, or the front of the bird. Then we're going to do a double pinch twist, which will be the back of the head of the bird. And, we make sure these are very close to the same size. Wrap it around a couple of times. Grab our black balloon or scrap of black balloon, whatever you have. And tie that around. As I said before, I like to do the bottom of the beak. Then I'm going to make that a bit bigger. I like to have a bit of a curve on the beak. See how I did on that one. Good. Wrap this around a few times. Twist, twist, twist. Pull the black off. There. And this I'm going to save. So I want to get approximately 3 fingers. That'll do. Tie it up. So this is how I like to make my eyes, just a scrap of black or whatever color you're using. There we go. Slight soften what will be the top of the head. Wrap the top of the head over the eyes. Wrap it around the back of the head, the 2 pinch twists there. First, get your beak going in the right direction. There. So that is the way that I prefer to make my flamingo. I'll admit I do prefer myself the black balloon here, but once again it's just my preference. Nobody has ever said, hey, I don't like my flamingo or bird with the black, I want the other color. So right there, those are the 2 different ways so far. Now let's make, this is much more of a cartoon head. I don't know exactly who should get credit for making a cartoon balloon because, well, it's a cartoon. But we're going to make this one, and we are going to, let's see, for no reason at all, I'm going to make it in purple. Here. And I'm going to grab some white right now, and let's make the beak in blue because it's a cartoon animal. We'll take our purple. Once again, we're not going to use all of the balloon. I blew it up the original about that much, and I still have that much right there. Okay, so we're going to do the way I started is I do my 2 pinch twists, then I do the back of the head, then I do 2 bubbles up here. Of course, you can do more and more bubbles up here if you want to put supposed feathers on the top. You go right ahead. I'm keeping it kind of simple, we'll say. So I'm doing about 4 or 5 fingers, and the 4 or 5 fingers right here, they can be bigger or smaller. It's whatever you want. Give that a twist a few times. Wrap it around. See, that is the we'll call it the cheeks. Then we're going to do the head, or the back of the head, twist. Then I'm going to do 2 pinch twists. I find the pinch twists allow me to tie the eyes on. Right there. So that is the back of the head, right there. Then I will put the eyes in place. So, excuse me while I move all my balloons around. Blow it up, and of course you can use a scrap of white for this, or a whole white, your choice. So you can see that I'm wrapping it around the cheeks. I go around the pinch twist up top, go down the back, or the side, not the back there. Wrap around them. Do your best to make sure that these are the same size. If they're not, and I don't think I did very well, I kind of roll the one out and try to hide the bigger balloon behind the one that I didn't do very well. Or I guess if they're not the same size, one of them is wrong and you'll have to decide which one. Anyway, that's what I try to do. Hide the bigger one behind the smaller one if possible. Now we will take the what will be the beak. And if you wanted to make this more colorful or whatever, you could make the cheeks the beak color as well. I think you can figure that one out yourself. So once again, there's the cartoon type bird. And I'm going to do the lower part of the beak, the upper part of the beak. And then as I do that, I squish the beak in. Wrap it around a few times, and let's get rid of this. You're going to do another balloon right away with eyes. There you go, keep it inflated. And let's get rid of the blue beak right here. There. Line that up. There we go, right there. I find with this one, your beak pretty much goes straight down, at least the size I do it. That's why I prefer this version. I can move the beak wherever I want. Okay? Now, let's see, which one are we going to do next? I think we'll say a combination of these two right here. Okay? Again, you can make the eyes the way Holly does on either of these. We're gonna stick to my version. So we'll start with white. There. Once again, blowing up. So we have quite a bit of uninflated because this is the head and the neck. And it's not going to worry too much because these are 2 separate balloons. Now, you can see on this one and this one, I started the beak is, I started with the yellow. But we can use orange, we can use whatever color. These are almost the same thing, except for this one has the balloon wrapped around the front of it. I think it gives it more of a goose type look, and this one gives it more of a, I'm not sure what type look. Whatever you call it, that's what type look it is. Okay? So let's again we'll grab orange because it's right here. So I am going to do the double pinch twist again on the beak. So 2 bubbles, we rotate our orange one around. I guess there's no reason you couldn't put the white one around, I just do the orange. And I am going to then make the head. So this, just like the other heads on this, if you watched it, maybe you fast forwarded right to called the goose gander type head. So, there we go. Let's grab, I'll grab a blue one here because it's easier. the blue will be the eyes once again. You know, about 3 fingers, maybe 4. I don't like my eyes to stick out too far, but if you like your eyes to stick out, then that's what you do. Okay? Split that in the middle. Soften the top of the head. Wrap around. And there we go. Okay? So, let's come back to these two. Of course, I could have started with the beak here and then gone to the 2 pinch twists and then wrap around, but I didn't. But doesn't mean you can't, and you sure can. So we'll do the fold, so the front of the beak. So we're going to decide that the beak will be that big. Okay. And wrapping that around. And if you had decided that that's how you want your beak, just this part, then that's where you stop. If you've decided that you want to put this part in the middle of the beak, then you can do that, and that's what we'll do. I lined that up to make sure it would fit in. We'll pull that off, tie it up, even though I don't think I'll need this one. Tie this up as well. You'll get your cutting tool and you'll cut this off or pull it off. I'd cut it off myself, but I'm not going to use my cutting tool at the moment. And that is your goose. Okay, right there. So now let's make the body right here. It's quite simple, but what the heck, you've watched this far, you may as well watch the rest. For no reason at all, I'm going to use 2 different purples just in case there's confusion about how we put it together. We're going to blow both of these balloons up right to the end. There. Tie that seat right to the end. Do the exact same with this. Tie those together. See how big the head is. Good. Try to make sure that's about the same size. Twist. Then I push whichever one through. That prevents it from unwinding. I normally give it a bit of a soft squeeze there. Line up what will be the wings. Just a little bit of a twist. I'm holding on to that. And I push those through the back of what will be the body. When I make a bird hat, I normally don't put a tail on it because everything's looking forward. So we're going to just put a twist here. Line up the other side. That is another twist. If you want, you can even shape the wings. And then you grab whichever head you want to put on there. We'll take this one. Then I put a pinch twist on the bottom of this neck. If you want, you can put 2 pinch twists. I myself don't, but you can. Push the head into the neck. Get rid of this. Okay. Then you're going to shape the neck any way you want. There you go. So you have a flamingo, you have a duck, you have a swan, you have whatever bird they call it. This is what you have. Anyway, it can be put together fairly quickly, I think. Hopefully you like it, and hopefully I find Holly's video that shows her making the eyes, and then I can link to that as well. Alright, thanks. Have a great day.